He's already jogging it up. Who's gonna carry the boats? Who's gonna carry the boats? Who's ready for some boo, baby? Boo! Rise. Hey, it's Sean. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the most of the Saints addiction. I'm Marquis Saint. I have the power! And so does my boy jogging, and so does everybody that's got the right attitude, and so is everybody else that isn't setting a trap for themselves. Whew, I'm telling you, bro, you got a trap. It's your own trap. It usually looks exactly what keeps you comfortable. It looks exactly like your couch. It looks exactly like your house. And that's all of us. You dirty little rats making a little scurry and a little hole and a little hobbit hole that you can climb in with all your excuses and emotionality and forget the world even happened, right? Okay. Well, over here at Saints Addiction, we're going to keep it real with you. Leg out morning motivation, the motivated juice. The juice is worth the squeeze. The juice is worth the squeeze. Even the Palomino girls remembered me. They were like, aren't you the guy with the melon water? Oh my God. That was so amazing. Can I get some for my dog? No, bitch. This isn't for dogs. These are for soldiers, baby. These are for people that reached inside themselves and said, I don't want to be a slave to me anymore. I don't want to be a slave to these cigarettes. I don't want to be a slave to these thoughts. I don't want to be a slave to these bills. And that's why I have money slavery as one of my shirts. It's got the S for the dollar, the L for the pound, the A for the, it's an Argentinian money. There was no money sign with a V. Slavery, E, Euro, R, Reais, Y, Yuan. And I put this as a symbol for all the money symbols that keep us as a slave, right? You know, you want to be free from mental slavery, I'm sure of it. I'm sure you want to be away from the bills, right? And all of these things add up to what we let control us. Most people don't want to be in that. I can't handle this conversation right now. You damn right. You're too emotional to get past yourself. As long as you sit there in your little prison cell worrying about what other people do, or how you feel, instead of just getting it done, regardless of the fact if you got money, regardless of the fact of your attitude, and regardless of the fact of your energy, you just get it done. You'll see. What's up, morning, bro? You'll see your whole life change. Oh, there's my bro. He almost hit it. And still taking a shot. Look. Oh, bro, I got it, bro. Nice shot. He made it. And some of us are playing, and some of us are retiring, and in between, I hope that you live. I hope that you go outside and shoot some hoops. I hope that you run your legs off before they don't work anymore. I hope that you stop trapping yourself with your excuses and start coming up with some opportunities. And here we go. Doggone shirts, but why is there so much plastic, bro? Plastic pocket challenge. Plastic pocket challenge. Plastic pocket challenge. Morning, bro. Go. And more trash. Here we go. So, for those that don't know, right? This is what a trash can looks like. It's over here. You know what I mean? Like, where do the things go? And where do your feelings go? Do your feelings go into a place that likes to overrun you and make you feel less than you are? Do your feelings adapt and make you improve your reality and make you become more of a vibrant person? Probably not. The odds are is that you set yourself up for failure and then you blame everyone else, Plastic Pocket Challenge, for the reason why it's not put together the way you want it. And I'm over here going like, you're the one that set the trap. You were there when the phone was on, so yeah, let's get a big screen TV. Then we can just watch our lives away. You were there. You were there for it. You just didn't acknowledge it. Yeah. Or how about My attitude's the problem. When I was feeding the homeless yesterday, homeboy started arguing and cursing and getting loud and kind of pointing his hands and getting froggy. And I waited till the end. I walked away from him, and then I came up on him. I'm like, I'm gonna mug what the fuck out of you, bro. And he was like, I knew you were being disrespectful. You know where I'm from? And like, nobody cares where you're from. Nobody wants to hear your emotional retort. Nobody gives a fuck, bro. And if you're still that emotional, if you're still that triggered or a loose ball, if you will, then nobody's ever going to give a fuck about you. No one's ever going to hop into your canoe or on your train and be like, whoop, whoop, let's go on a crazy train ride and let's hear out where you're from and how you feel and how that made you feel. I'm not your fucking psychologist, bro. I'm the dude that's going to put a knuckle in your eye. Next time you disrespect me and you want to start talking while everybody else is working, you want to get the slap back, bro. Not the clap back, the slap back. I was up in his face, bro. I was like, I'm gonna whoop the fuck out of you. And then his wife came around. She knew he had a bad attitude. She knew he had a temper. She was just like, stop, because she's seen him operate that way before, bro. Plastic Pocket Challenge, y'all. Plastic Pocket Challenge. Look at these Nikki bars. These kids don't even pick up after themselves. But that's us. We'll blame someone else. We'll be like, I can't handle this right now, right? Look at all this. I'm telling you, bro. All these Nikki bars just trash on the ground, bro. It's fucking crazy. These kids don't even pick up after themselves. Morning. So you can go by somebody and smell like you ain't taking a shower in a week. You can keep puffing on those cigarettes and pretending that you have positivity, right? You can keep sitting on your ass and wondering when the next opportunity is going to come. Or you can get off your fucking ass and stop asking Miss America to show up knocking on the door offering free blowjobs, bro. She ain't doing it. And everybody, oh, bro, now I'm sober. I'm going to need another line of work. You think so? My homie who was like, oh, I'm working out. Post. Then stop posting. Guess who went back to drinking? That's right. Guess who's not in AA? And now guess who's finally realizing they probably shouldn't get a job in the food and beverage industry, right? You probably shouldn't work at a bar if you have a drinking problem. But what's weird is the people that work at bars usually have drinking problems. They find a way to include cocaine. They find a way to include alcohol, and they find a way to include their emotionality and excuses. That's us. That's us humans. That's the paradox. That's the way it goes down. We'll put it in our head, flip it, scramble it, and then give it back to you and say, oh, no, that's not how it happened. That's not how it happened. And you're like, bitch, please, that's exactly how it happened. You made a decision, and you're regretting the outcome. How many people can say I, me, the one that has the power, the one that has the brand, the one that's starting the show, me included? I was like, what are my big obstacles? I'll tell you right here, right now. Oh, look how cute. He's going around his dad. Let me show you my obstacles. My obstacles were my temper. Just like the guy that almost got a knuckle in his eye. He found out real quick. All of a sudden I go there, show in, show out, start moving stuff. He's moving the wrong things. He's talking with the girl. He's trying to shine and record instead of working. And I called him out for it. He's like, don't be that way. Hey, man, that's disrespectful. I'm going to let you know. And the hand started getting, and I was like, bro, I will take that thumb and throw it so far up your fucking ass, you'll smell it, okay? You know what I mean? You're about to smell your own thumb up your ass, bro. I'm not the one. Let's give this one a try. Roken Vapes, champion of vapes. This message was brought to you by Roken Vapes. They sponsor us, so when you mention Saints Addiction, you get 15% off with them. Let's go. Let's go. Let's turn our frowns upside down and get some self-control. I found my hat. I found my life. I found my common sense. And it's hard because you're the one in the middle of your own way. It was like, who set this trap? You did. You trapped yourself on that couch. You're panty locked. It's your own damn fault. Your screen's too big, or your couch is too comfortable, or you're too lonely. You haven't given yourself enough exercise to exercise off of that couch, to lift yourself and your spirits to another destination. You haven't added anything to make that transformation. Saints Addiction, 15% off of Roken Vapes. Let's go. And that's what it is. It's a straight mission to be like, can I stop myself? You know, I mean, that's the biggest question. Are you in control of you? Because if I ask you to quit your cigarettes, odds are you'll throw a big fit and chew out everyone because you've learned helplessness. You're back in victim mentality, victimhood, where you're just like, no, you don't understand the pressure I've been through. And you're just like, I know that your fucking heart's under pressure and it's going to explode if you keep smoking those cigarettes, right? Or how about a person that you love very much, but they're obese and they won't stop fucking sneaking cookies, right? This is the whole life that we live. We live in our heads and we ask for someone else to be to blame. And it's like, there's no blame game here. That's for children, bro. You got to step up and be accountable. Plastic Pocket Challenge, y'all. Even with a little bit of mask situation. These are all our scenarios. And it's not like one person gets by and the other person gets away with it, right? No, we all trick ourselves into some stupid shit. We all go like, oh shit, I was supposed to work yesterday. How'd the girl do it? Don't let me drink, okay? Just two drinks. Next thing you know, she's upside down with lipstick all over her face, laughing like a mad woman in the back of a car going like, you want a shot? You want a shot? Oh wait, I gotta work tomorrow. And the one moment of clarity gets buzzed through with more drinking, and then you wonder who killed your job, right? Like who killed that opportunity? Who would you like to point the blame game on? You? Probably not. You're probably gonna blame your friend. Plastic Pocket Challenge. Of course you are, because you'll be like, I told you I didn't want to only have 2 drinks. And you're like, bro, I couldn't stop you. You know what I mean? You were a full-on madman and mad woman. And by that point, I remember the one, what was it? What Happens in Vegas Stays in Vegas with Ashton Kutcher and your girl, Cameron Diaz, right? Cameron Diaz, she goes, why didn't you stop me? And they're in the elevator, right? Why didn't you stop me? So like, I threw up in my own purse, like to the extent that I wasn't even a real person anymore. I was so 3 sheets to the wind. I threw up in my own purse with my ID, with my wallet, with my cell phone. I was so fucked off. I'd rather throw up in my own belongings than to save myself. And there you are. You're inebriated. You're completely loosey-goosey, just the way you wanted. But now you don't know how to stop yourself. You don't know how to stop yourself from crying. A lot of girls get emotional. You don't know how to stop yourself from falling over. A lot of girls get inebriated and they're off balance. I saw one girl have to get carried. She was so big by 4 guys, each limb, to carry her dead body, levitated. How much fun is that? How many lives have you impacted now that you're not in control? Just like my friend that she had epilepsy, and she showed up to Burning Man without drinking plenty of water, and guess who fainted, and they had to send a flight for life helicopter for her. I'm starting to spit, but it's true. I'm spitting that truth. And it's like, you didn't take care of you. You were a sparkle pony. You wanted to just look cute in your outfits and not drink water and just do drugs. Well, next thing you know, she's on the ground shaking like bacon, and they have to send a whole helicopter to Burning Man, fight for life her out of there. When she wakes up, guess who's not allowed to go to Burning Man ever again? Her. And guess who's not my friend anymore? Her. And same with her boyfriend. She blew past all our opportunities, short, black, and fat, and she was just like, had a good looking boyfriend that loved her and was loyal to her and was willing to sacrifice his Burning Man so she would be okay. Even though they broke up, even though she's shaking like bacon, even though he's not a fucking doctor, he took care of her. And that's what we do. We step up for these people that don't want to step up for themselves. They want to point the finger. Well, I want to get remarried. Then you should have stayed married, right? Like, you already had your man of your dreams. Now you're looking for another man of your dreams. Is there a different version of you, or is it still just the complaining, smoky, still smoking your cigarettes, still complaining, and never changing? And that's what it is. That's why I can't have these conversations with regular people, because they don't want to have the tough conversation that I had to have with myself and go, holy fuck, I have no financial discipline. As soon as I get money, I pay people back. I can't wait for it to get out of my hand. I just feel like it's the devil, and I don't appreciate it. But then as soon as I run out of money or I need it, guess who's trying to get a credit card? Guess who's trying to borrow from his friends? And guess who still has to pay people back? That's a tough conversation to have. You're admitting on live that you owe money. Yeah, due to my stepdad, my mom's friend that lent me money while I had my shop. Some of my friends, I'm still trying to pay back for the summer of weed, even though 60-mile-per-hour winds and the loonies are pulling a gun on me and nobody showed up. I'm still responsible for it. And that's what's tough for people to get that. I made a decision, and sure, it didn't work out, but I have to make the decision to finish it too, right? Like, are you going to get finished or are you going to get tapped out? I'd rather get tapped out. I'd rather get choked out than tap out. At least I'm here for it. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have to kill me all the way, homie. I'm not here for some half-ass shit. And that's what we do. We let the apps do the work. Yes, we do. Yeah, we do. We're like, you do the work. Yeah, man, it's easier that way. See, Reliable Models blowing it up. Then I'd rather you have the accountability. Yeah, your name's on the top of that list. Your name's on the paperwork. That way, I don't have to do any work. And that's what ends up happening. You look around and like, okay, if I built the website myself, if I bought the website myself, if I did all the work myself, what are you doing? And that's the big question of life. What are you doing to actively help you get out of your own trap? I have the power. What part of you empowers yourself and be like, I'm not letting myself down? So if I don't let myself down with the cigarette, then I won't let myself down on impulse control, right? And if I have real control over me, I won't let, like the guy yesterday, bleed into today and take over some of my energy. He's not worth it. The whole Sunday, because I almost got into a fist fight with somebody while we were feeding the homeless, bro. We're all here to do the same thing. Apparently not. You're there to record and chase clout and pretend that, virtue signaling. When it came to the work, guess who was standing around talking? Guess who started cursing? Guess who started a fight? You, bro. And that's you. I'm staying away from you, people like you, and people that got that low-level mentality where they just want to be a fucking rock superstar. They want to pretend like their life is so shiny. Meantime, your wife is ugly. I said it. And you're lazy. Yep. I'll say it again. And you need to stop talking and get to work. Straight up. That's how my dad would tell you. You don't ever watch a man work, bro. You fall in and make a hand. If someone else is working, you need to be working too. And you can't do any work from sitting. So a lot of people were just like, oh, what? Yeah, and always carry something. Don't make no empty trips. I'm a motherfucking hustler, baby. Thank you, Dad. Bless up. Thanks for the work ethic. Thanks for the signal. There we go. Thanks for the heads up. Because if someone doesn't put you on game, you'll probably trick yourself in your own game, your own mental game, and you won't even know it's the same. You'll think it's the, what's the thing called? What do they say? We're all in a, not a program. What's it called? Not a reality show. A simulation, bro. A simulation. Yep. And in the simulation, how much control do you have over this player you call yourself? I'm curious. I can get myself to stop smoking weed, can you? I got myself to stop smoking cigarettes, can you? I got myself to quit drinking, can you? I stopped cocaine, I stopped sex, I stopped everything, even food, bro. Even my temper, bro. Just so I can have control over me. And now it's a lovely thing. Yesterday, I was willing to fight. I had my scrappy clothes on, not this shirt. This ain't getting ripped. This is the new one, but my scrappy shirts. We're out feeding the homeless. I'm already dirty. I can mub up and stomp a fucking hole in this dude. But he's like, I got shit to go back to. Don't be hopping on my wife, bro. I'm like, your wife came around to get you away from me, but if you would like to separate to the parking lot, I will more than happily whoop that ass. You know what I'm saying? So don't be cursing at me. Plastic Pocket Challenge, y'all. Don't be getting me involved with your shit. I got choices too. Eat sushi dinner alone? Check. Call somebody else for a Valentine's Day? Check. Stay away from people that have low self-control? Check. And that's what it started to come to. One of the ladies, when I was leaving the last day of Champs, I'm picking up trash. It's just a habit of mine, in case you haven't seen. And I've been chewed out for it in Thailand when I did it. Y'all need to pick up your own trash. Same with the girl. She chewed me out. I went to go throw it away in the trash can. It was behind the table. I just saw a trash can because her purse was there. She wanted to be like, don't go behind people's desks. She act like she works there 24/7, dude. She's a rental chick that has a rental spot that just so happens to have a trash can there, and that's all I was doing was throwing something away, but she wanted to yell. And I'm like, good luck with that. Enjoy your life. You hate your life, obviously. And my buddy was right there with it, Ruben, and Ruben doesn't even want to add me, and he wants to hang out with Sydney Loppler. She's still cursing and hollering. Her 80s, 70s hair is stuck in the 70s, like big poofy. Someone didn't give her the memo, and she's rolling around with her negativity. And I'm like, what do you do? I don't see you out there feeding the homeless. I see you out there talking shit, spreading negativity, and being a negative bitch. You're not fit. You don't work out. You don't do a morning motivation. You don't do anything for anyone else. You're a fat lawsuit waiting to happen. All you do is sue everybody, complain about your health. Last time, she got tapped on the ass. Not a hard kick. The tap, and she said, there's bruises, and had her boyfriend call me and threaten to sue me. These aren't your friends, bro. They're not your friends, bro. And in case you need to know, they're not your friends, bro. So be careful for the people that want something from you and not something for you. Be careful of the people that live in a victim mentality. They're out there. And they would love to have company. Oh, come over here. Come complain around the campfire. Man, I'd rather look up at the stars and dream. I'd rather talk about the possibilities than ever let a heartache bleed into this moment or a future ache come into my now. I put the power into me, right? This is the power of positivity. To say to myself, man, it ain't that bad. I am safe. I am safe. I am loved, and everything's going to be okay are my 3 mottos, especially when things get hectic. Do you think my friend Jenny Face is doing that? No, hell no. She's like, I'm not making as much income anymore. Let's smoke some more cigarettes. Let's bitch through sushi. I have no control over my emotionality. And therefore, I'm going to ruin every moment that I have that's free with the old moment so it can bleed into my new moments. She won't say that. People don't have that kind of consciousness. They don't have that kind of awareness. They don't just say, you're right, man. If I didn't let my girlfriend... if I didn't bump into my ex-girlfriend when I got a DUI, right, then I wouldn't have got a DUI. Whose fault is that? Is it her fault? Is it her fault that she was at a bar that I was at? No. Is she to blame that I started drinking? No, that was my own choice. You chose to sleep with someone you worked with. That's shitting where you eat. And now you're even tied to it even more. Now you're both fired and you need money, and guess what? Now you got even more stress. How am I going to pay the rent? Now I'm stuck with this dude, and now I want him, but he doesn't want me. And it's like, you're just a victim, bro. You're just trying to choose the weakest point. The tough part is she's a cool chick, and she's a tough mom, but her toughness has got her in a fuckness. And I'm just being real with you. My toughness would get me in a fuckness instead of listening to other people or saying I needed help. You know, that's another weakness for people. When they don't know how to ask for help, that's a weakness, bruh. And the guy that I wanted to point out that was doing the celebratory sobriety, he was like, bro, I didn't even know how the words came out of my mouth. I need help. But some of these guys have all the words. They know all the caviar. He's a 5-star restaurateur. And next thing you know, he's doing it for speed. Yeah, he's hooked on speed. He would work the whole hours and then he'd go jerk some guy off in the parking lot or in the alleyway so he can make more money. How low have you gone? That's what I thought. Would you admit it? Probably not. And that's the level of awareness I'm talking about. That's a level of honesty. When I went to go tip there at Sunset Station with my mom, eating Feast Around the World, and my cocaine dollar bill came out, all still rolled up. She unrolled it, stuck it on her tongue. It's like, my tongue is numb. You know what I mean? I'll never forget my embarrassments. And you probably won't either. But they don't live here in the now. That happened a long time ago. And luckily, been about 15 years since I've had, 5 years since I had a relapse in Brazil, but 15 years since I even touched the shit. And even when I did touch it again, I lost my cell phone, lost all the photos in it, lost a shirt, lost a day of my life, and it was a horrible relapse. So, we all try to hide away from people, right? We should be hiding acorns and letting it compound interest, but instead of farming and putting our energy in growth or something that we can have the shade to be under, right? Someone planted this tree and now I get to be under its shade. That kind of effort, concentrated effort to say, you know, I'm going to do this in spite of myself, right? That's the Saints Addiction flip. There's a Saints Addiction Anarchy in here. To turn negatives into a positives. Like if I have that much amount of effort, max force, to stay up till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to do, and still trying to find blow at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, or in spending all my income and my health, or that I wanted some girl I just found at the bar, but there's no ladder up her 3-story flights, but I'll climb the side of the building like fucking Spider-Man just to get that. Right. You're getting out hustled by crackheads, bro. Crackheads don't wake up in the morning and go, man, I don't have a job, I don't have money, I have excuses. No, they find a way to get to that crack. That's Saints Addiction. It's that type of motivation. It's that type of desire. Plow the field, no matter what. Get in the fucking game. Even if you get messy, that's when you learn all the same. All right? I needed to learn about me. Just because I got upset doesn't mean other people will get upset. Just because I'm in turmoil doesn't mean other people are having a bad day. And the only person that was suffering was myself. That was the trap, bro. I was the one that was just like, man, my life sucks. Let me just smoke weed. Well, I'm just going to sit there. Now I'm making a unconscious choice to sit and let the life happen to me instead of me happening to it. Boom, make it happen, Captain. No, I wanted to let my emotions ride me, and I wasn't going to do anything until I felt ready, right? Like so entitled, right? And my itchy wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist, and that's it. It's you versus you, and it's always been you versus you. You versus your excuse, you versus your habits, you versus whatever other bullshit you put in front of yourself to make yourself stop growing. And nobody wants to have that tough conversation because it is hard to say, oh shit, I'm this way because my mom was too narcissistic, or my dad was too narcissistic, or I'm too stubborn, or I have too thin of a trigger, or any of those things. That's what it was. I'm not mature enough to let someone else, when we're feeding the homeless, tell me to get my ass back in line, stop talking, and get to work. His feelings got hurt. Maybe because it was in front of a girl. Maybe because he was trying to throw game. Maybe because it wasn't slick to fuck up what everybody else was doing once we had it all loaded, and then he was still talking and obviously distracted, and then came up and messed up what was obviously focused. And that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's the type of mentality that I'm talking about. And people that can see their own bullshit, right? I'm got a bull, right? And I got some shit. This is some bullshit, bro. This is the shit. You're over here whapping instead of actually doing. And that's that do, bro. That that bullshit that you be telling yourself or telling other people and expecting them to believe it. And they're looking at you like, bro, I know you, right? How many people are going like looking at their 400-pound friend and be like, yeah, you're going to quit your diet, sure. Or the person that's getting all the wrinkles from the cigarettes. Like you haven't even given up cigarettes for your own youth, let alone your own word. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm talking about. People have compromised themselves and looked around for a pill or a doctor or a situation to change that. Everybody's looking for it. You know, you already made kids in a family and got divorced, and now you're looking for someone else to make a family with. You've already done it and fucked it. And most people don't want to admit it. You get like one shot at this. This is why you only should be married once. And you're supposed to measure twice and cut once, and then be able to cut yourself off. That's the magic sauce right there. Being able to cut yourself off and be like, you need to go sit down, or you need to listen, or you need to shut up. Sometimes it's like that, you know. Do you have that kind of self-control where you're like, even if you're emotional, or even if you feel right or entitled to have the argument, that you don't have to engage with that person and start talking shit? I walked away. Can you? Right. And that's it. Say whatever the fuck you want to say, bro. I already said my piece. Oh, you want to hear me? You want to hear me? No, I don't want to hear you. I don't want your psychology. I don't want your verbal vomit near me. Actually, I'm not even absorbing you. See, you don't even want to hear me. No, I'm not your father. I'm not your mother and I'm not your psychologist. I'm some dude out here trying to feed the homeless, or I'm actually feeding the homeless, and you should be too. So everybody else that lacks some motivation or some focus or want to just have an excuse, I say peace to you. I'm sending peace your way because you're going to need it, bro. Unless you fucking get in the driver's seat and start riding it and telling it what to do, it's forever gonna change you. It's gonna forever control you and keep you in that mode. And I was just like sick of seeing people set their own trap, bro. Peace, love, and as always, Chigaton. That means goodbye, but not forever, and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. The other side of fear, the other side of your excuses, and the other side of the world, that's where I'll be. Peace.